तो चलिए अब हम इसे लिखते हैं 100 वर्ड्स पर मिनट की स्पीड पर। 1, 2, 3 स्टार्ट। It is very essential to have local self-government for the real development of the country because local levels are the real areas where the policies and programs are to be executed and where the government will come to know the problems and issues in the existing policies, etc. Stop. Therefore, India also brought local government through the 73rd and 74th Amendment Acts of the Constitution, which includes both the panchayats and the municipalities. Stop. We will discuss about the development of Panchayati Raj, the Gram Panchayat system, functions of Panchayat, how village Panchayat works, the Gram Panchayat definition, the difference between Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti, Jila Parishad and other related things. Stop. During the period of P.V. Narasimha Rao, 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act was passed by the Parliament in 1992 along with the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act also, which added panchayats and municipalities respectively. Stop. Gram Sabha is the largest as well as the primary body of the Panchayati Raj system. Stop. It is a permanent body mentioned in the Constitution of India. Stop. It is a group which is created for the welfare of the village, which consists of people who are voters of that village. Stop. There can be one village or more than one village in a Gram Sabha. Stop. To become a member of Gram Sabha, a person should be more than 18 years of age and living in the village whose name is also written in the electoral roll of the Gram Panchayat. Stop. The Gram Sabha works for the implementation of the development schemes and programs of the Gram Panchayat. Stop. It also identifies the beneficiaries of the various programs and schemes. If they fail to do so, then this task is done by the Gram Panchayat. Stop. It requests support from the people of the village in various welfare schemes and the programs in the form of cash or kind of or both. Stop. It supports the various mass education and family welfare programs and schemes. Stop. It considers matters relating to levy of the taxes, tolls, charges, etc. or any other matter referred by the Gram Panchayat. Stop. India follows the three-tier structure of the Panchayati Raj system in the country, that is, at the village level, the intermediate level, and the district level. Stop. At the village level, we have seen that Gram Sabha is a permanent and primary body which is headed by the Gram Panchayat. Stop. The Gram Panchayat is a temporary body that takes all the village responsibilities. Stop. The head of the panchayat is called the Sarpanch, who is elected by the Gram Sabha. Stop. Thus, Gram Panchayat consists of all the Panch and Sarpanch who are elected for a term of 5 years. Stop. Besides these, there is one secretary also who is not elected like these members but appointed by the government, and this secretary is also a secretary of Gram Sabha and he calls all the meetings of the Gram Sabha and the Gram Panchayat and also keeps records of these meetings. Stop. The main function of the Gram Panchayat is to implement and execute the various schemes and programs of government. Stop. It identifies the beneficiaries of various schemes and programs if Gram Sabha fails to do so. Stop. It is also involved in levying and collection of local taxes. Stop. Construction as well as maintenance of the public property in the village like roads, bridges, schools, hospitals, etc. is done by it. Stop. At the intermediate level, there is Panchayat Samiti, which is also called Block Panchayat. Stop. Here it is looked after by the block developmental officer who has a number of villages under him. Stop. There is no need for an intermediate level in the states having a population of fewer than 20 lakh as per the Constitution of India. Stop. At district level, there is Jila Parishad. Stop. All the block development officers of the state are answerable to the Jila Parishad. Stop. All the development plans are made by the Jila Parishad at the district levels with the help of Panchayat Samiti. Stop. As per the Constitution of India, all the seats are filled by direct elections at the levels. Stop. Seats of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes are reserved as per their proportion of the population. Stop. One-third seats are reserved for women and one-third of all the seats reserved for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes are also reserved for women. Stop. Panchayats have been the backbone of Indian villages since the beginning of the recorded history. Stop. Gandhiji's dream of panchayats having powers has been translated into reality with the introduction of three-tier panchayati Raj system to enlist people's participation in rural reconstruction. Stop. 24th April 1993 was a landmark day in the history of Panchayati Raj in India because on this day the 73rd Constitution Amendment Act 1992 came into force to provide constitutional status to Panchayati Raj institutions. Stop. It was implemented to provide three-tier system of Panchayati Raj for all states having population of over 20 lakh. Stop. It started Panchayat elections regularly for every 5 years. Stop. It provided reservation of seats for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and women. Stop. It made the provision for appointment of state finance commissions to make recommendations regarding financial powers of the panchayats. Stop. It also provides to constitute district planning committees to prepare draft development plan for the district as a whole. Stop. According to the constitution, panchayats shall be given powers and authority to function as local self-government. Stop. Rural development is one of the main objectives of Panchayati Raj and this has been established in all states of India except Nagaland, Meghalaya and Mizoram and in all union territories except Delhi and certain other tribal areas. Stop. Preparation of plan for economic development and social justice is done by Panchayats. Stop. Levying and collecting the appropriate taxes, duties, tolls and fees is also done by them. Stop. The 73rd Amendment Act gives constitutional status to the Gram Sabha. Stop. The provisions of Panchayats in bracket extension to the Scheduled Areas Act 1996 extends panchayats to the tribal areas of 8 states namely Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha and Rajasthan. Stop. This has come into force on 24th December 1990. Stop. Except Rajasthan and Bihar, all states have passed laws to give effect to the provisions contained in the Act 40 of 1996. Stop. Ownership of minor forest produce, approval of development plans and selection of beneficiaries under various programs is done by Panchayats. Stop. Consultation on land acquisition, manage minor water bodies, control mineral leases, regulate or prohibit sale of intoxicants, preventing alienation of land and restoring unlawfully alienated land of STs, managing village markets, controlling money lending to STs and controlling institutions and functionaries in all social sectors are some important tasks. Stop. The ministry extends limited financial assistance to the states to train and create awareness among the elected members of panchayats and functionaries. Stop. The ministry has been provided financial assistance to the NGOs for conducting training and awareness generation programs on Panchayati Raj stop. The evolution of the Panchayati Raj system, however, got a fillip after the attainment of independence after the drafting of the Constitution stop. In Article 40, the Constitution of India enjoined that the state shall take steps to organize village panchayats and endow them with such powers and authority as may be necessary to enable them to function as units of self-government. Stop.